Hi, Marianne Croce here from Small Biz Vantage and the creator of 3-Day Weekend System. I'm glad to be here each and every week to do these lives, what I call Auto Shop Success in 15 minutes. And I do them for a couple of reasons. The first reason is for you to be able to look at your business from that 30,000-foot view. I find that most owners are so caught up in the day-to-day, they don't have time to do that. 15 minutes is a great time to spend each and every week, right? Investing in yourself and in your business. The second reason I do this is to give you one action item each and every week. That's where the magic happens, in the doing. And if you're consistent about it, right, and you're looking at your business from that big picture view, then what you do is you create a ripple effect. You're being consistent and you're getting things done and you're making changes. You're growing. A common question I get asked is, Marianne, who do you work with? And I work with single location auto shop owners. They come to me because they feel like they are ready to grow as a leader. They are ready to grow the business and they don't want to sacrifice the business in any way, but they want to have a personal life. And that's where I come in and help. So this week's topic, I actually am doing a recording because I had a commitment and I wanted to still get this out to you. So any responses, any comments that you have, I will respond to all of them. This week's topic is your role is the ceiling. And this is something that I've been talking about with shop owners this past month. Very, very common thing that I see happening. If you find this valuable, please share it with another shop owner, service advisor, manager, leader in the industry, because I find that this is a very giving group. So let's get started. Yes, think of your role, right? It being a ceiling. So I've been talking this month about identity, and today I really want to wrap this up. Your shop can't outgrow the way that you see your role. Think about the way that you look at your role. Every shop has a ceiling. And that ceiling, when you hit that ceiling, revenue stalls or time disappears, the team seems to plateau, growth feels heavier than it should. And when this happens, most owners look outward. But the ceiling usually isn't operational. It's personal. Business can feel personal in many, many situations and at many different stages. So what's the real ceiling here? If you still see yourself as the fixer, the closer, the safety net, the most capable person in the building, the business will organize itself around that version of you. And the business will not grow past the identity of the leader. So early on, being the most capable person works. You're in an early stage of business. You solve fast, you step in, and you carry the weight. But what works at 500,000 doesn't work at 1.5 million. What works at 3 team members doesn't work with 10. It feels different as you grow, and the business has different needs. So if your identity doesn't evolve, the business stalls. So how does this show up in your business? So this role ceiling shows up when you're still the default decision maker. Problems escalate automatically. You feel responsible for outcomes that aren't yours. The shop works best when you're physically present. Any of those sound familiar? That's not a capacity problem. It's a role definition problem. The business cannot expand beyond the leadership capacity that you are currently modeling. Think about that for a moment. What are you currently modeling as a leader? So, what the shift actually is here that I want to talk about is growth requires a role shift from solver to decider, from doer to clarifier, from rescuer to standard setter, from needed to effective. I would love to know which one you feel like you are in now. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. Solver to decider, doer to clarifier, rescuer to standard setter, or needed to effective. Where do you think you sit now, and where would you like to go? Notice what's happening here. This is not about doing less. It's about leading differently. If you don't define your role intentionally, the business will keep redefining it for you, usually as the person who handles everything. And that's not scalable. And the reality is, it's not even sustainable. So each and every week, I give you one action. Here is your auto shop success action for the week. And I want you to finish this sentence honestly. If I continue operating exactly how I am for the next 12 months, my auto shop will fill in the blank. Don't overthink it. Your answer tells you where the ceiling is. Then ask, what role would I need to step into for this business to get past that? That's the real work. Once you have identified where the ceiling is, that's the real work. If this conversation is helping you see where your identity might be limiting your shop growth, I offer short clarity calls. Reach out to me, right? Think about the role that you're operating in, what the business actually needs from you now, and what to shift first. No pitch, just perspective. And lastly, I leave you with a pro thinking tip. Your shop will only grow as fast as your leadership does. I had to learn this years ago in my business. I still have a shop. When roles change, the business changes. When you clarify that role and it grows, the business changes. And that is auto shop success. So that's it for this week. Again, this is a replay. So if you have any comments, any questions, please put them in the chat. I will respond to all of them. And again, if you find this valuable, please share it with another shop owner, manager, or leader. Thanks again for being here. Have an enjoyable week.